Welcome back. Vietnam Mission 7A. So we are Alpha Company, and we're on turn 5. So let's rock and roll. Hold on a second. I'm going to check something here. All right. Hopefully the volume's okay. My grandson was playing around with the microphone. All right. So let's just jump right in. Turn 5. No HQ event for us. Um, we don't have a CO yet. We have to create the CO. That's right, I didn't do it because I ultimately need this battalion HQ. The XO's got one command, so this is gonna happen. We are getting our CO back. But that means we skip the activation segment completely. And then we are dropping down to the platoon activation. So platoon 1 is a veteran, gets 1. And where is the first platoon? First platoon is here. So first platoon actually gets 2. No, he gets 2. 1 for being a veteran and 1. So let's think about what we want him to do. We've got that card cleared. I got to tell you, I think I'm going to have him call this guy and tell him to attempt to infiltrate there. So we're going to try to infiltrate. He's line 1, 2. He failed. But we are here, and he is exposed. You know, I'm going to call him and tell him, look for cover. 1, 2, 3. Didn't find cover. So he is there and exposed, and we have used both of the first platoons. Second platoon is green. He is here. So gets 2 as well. First thing he's going to do is a ceasefire. That's going to stop us from firing on this card. So that was 1. The second thing he's going to do is upgrade that guy to an assault team. He just spent his 2. Now, the XO gets 1, and the XO is going to do 2 things. First of all, there are free drops. So this paralyzed team is going to free drop all of these assets, which were assets that used to be the CO. That's free. Dropping is free. The XO is then going to use the reconstitute the CO, which can be done by a battalion HQ or a CO staff. So the XO is going to tell himself to become the CO. So we are going to get rid of the XO. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to have him pick everything up first. And then he's going to become, because I don't know if I keep these commands. So he basically has none, but he is no longer the XO. He's now the CO. We'll bring the CO back. The XO is going to go away. CO is now green, by the way. Doesn't matter that the XO was not green. All right, and we now got our battalion attack. So the CO is there, but the CO is now a green CO. But at least we have a CO. Now, the first sergeant gets 1. He might call this guy. I think I can. It's, yeah, the CO staff is different than the platoon staff. So he's going to call this guy and tell him to look for cover again. 1, 2, 3. This time he found cover. All right, so we got cover. Now, general initiative. 2. He has none either. What is that's a litter team? I gotta tell you, I think I'm going to start trying to reconstitute some stuff here. So, yeah, we're going to get this guy to a fire team. He's a fire, so that was 1. And then, you know what? I'm going to have number 2. He's going to try to concentrate fire. So he is a veteran. 1, 2. Oh, baby. He didn't just concentrate fire. Now that was 1 W1. So he's using an extra ammo. I'll deal with total ammo, but because of the concentrated fire, that is a critical hit though. Because I pulled. So we're ignoring his cover. So that's awesome. All right, those are my 2. Got to remember I've got some good items there. All right, on to them. HQ event. They do not have one. Activity check. Activity check. By the way, this guy will stop firing. If we look here, they do the HQ event, then the first thing that happens, enemies firing at cards without valid targets shift or cease fire. Now, he won't shift fire because he's got his own unit here. So they're both going to stop firing because they cannot currently see. This one's going to actually go away, I believe. This one will not because you can see our units here. Got an activity check. And we have an activity check. I think those are the only enemies we have right now. I think that's right. So, 4 total. Number 4, so it's down here. So this guy he's trading fire. Trading fire, and the unit's fire is better because he's got A and I've got S. So it's a 1 or a 2. A 2. So he will attempt to concentrate fire. He doesn't have a grenade. So he's going to try to concentrate fire. So he's veteran. So 1, 2, 3. He did. He concentrated fire on me. It's not a grenade. Concentrate fire on me. All right. And he uses an extra ammo because of that. And then he is going to use his last ammo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, cock it sideways, so I remember to change that later. All right, next one. Number 2. 1, 2. So this guy is not on the same card, not under fire, but he does have a line of sight, doesn't have a PDF, so he literally just drops down and does nothing. So he's done. Number 1, up here. Now this guy doesn't have a line of sight to anybody. That's blocking. Can't see this way, can't see anything this way. So it's remove unit. And then the last one is here. This one is undercover. On the same card, undercover. So it's a 1 through a 3. That is a 2. That is fall back. Yep, he is going to fall back. Now, where is he going to fall back to? I believe he's going to fall back to here. That will be the best. Nope, this will be the best cover. No, but then he's going to have crossfire. I think this is the logical place for him to fall back to. Now, when he falls back, he's exposed. He is going to open fire, but I am going to follow him and be firing on him with my automatic weapon. He's going to use an ammo. And that is the end of that. So we are no longer heavily engaged. We are now engaged because we don't have a unit on the same card. That is the end of theirs. So capture, I don't believe there's any capture. No retreat that I see. No AT. I got to remember I got those attack helicopters. Yeah, I need to try to bring them in. Fire mission update. This goes away. I think that's the only fire mission. Potential contact. We do have one. An A. So that is an A on the engaged. 5. 1. Well, we got contact. It is number 8. 7. A mortar. So 82 or a 60 millimeter. So it's the 82. First one. 82 millimeter mortar. That's going to be a heavy. Where is the mortar? 82 millimeter. Nope. It's grenade. That's very long capability though. Now, 82 millimeter mortar with 4 mortar ammo. We'll drop it down to 3 because it's going to fire. Got to figure out where, what is it? It's a mortar. It's not spotted. It's going to be max line of sight and range in foxholes. 8. So it's an 8. Left front. It's going to be up on this hill. Oh no, left front. Nope, can't be left front. Left front is up there. 1 front. Front. So that's an open patty. All right. Now the hill back here. So they're going to be up on this thing unspotted. And they're going to be firing on me here. They don't really have a PDF. It's a temporary PDF. I don't think that removes that potential contact. So I think he's just firing overhead. That's the way I'm going to play it. So I'm not going to take a cleared card there. So we got to check for the grenade attack. So they're veteran. 1, 2, 3. So it's a grenade miss on this card. And again, he's down 1 ammo, which I already took. All right. Pinned recovery. I don't think there's any. Still under fire here. So I'm going to look at ammo. 1W1 is going to use another ammo. We already took the one for the concentrate fire. That doesn't even help us anymore. And I think that's the only guy who's firing. All of theirs are done. So we are on to figuring this out. First one is right here, which it is going to be +2, -2. So he's a -1 total, which pins him. So he is pinned. Which brings us to here. So this is +2, +4, -1. So that's +3, and then +2, +4. So +3 is a miss, +4 is a miss, and a miss. So all of these are misses. This turns into all pinned going forward. And now here. +1, +2, -3. So he's a -1. Pinned. Well, that's a pretty good result. All right, so he's pinned. And then the last two down here, +2, -1, -2. So it's a 0. Pinned. Feel fortunate on that. +2, it's basically a +2. Pinned. Both of these guys are now all pinned fire. Here. And this guy is no longer. That is legit. Clear the enemy activity. And we will clean it up. We took our ammo. And we're on to turn 6. Now let's take a quick peek here, because here we got another. This card is no longer. Yeah, he moved on to that card. Ha! That card's not secured anymore. Well, dang him. So, this card right here is secured. So, we have 7 total. Hopefully we can get that one, but we got to get a few more. So, let's start out. Do we have an HQ event? We do not. This time, we get to actually draw for our CO. Now, he's green, but he gets 4. He's going to activate all of these guys. Is he? Yeah, he's going to activate them all. And then he's going to tell. It's going to. Okay, well, so he activated. He's going to activate. Yeah, he's going to activate them all. So that's 3. And then he's going to tell this guy. It's an assault team. That's a fire team. It's going to get this guy upgraded to a fire team. And he's used everything. So first platoon is a veteran. So he gets 5. Now we're talking a little more. He is going to tell this guy, this is risky. I'm going to tell this guy to move here. That's 1. It's going to call this guy and try to unpin him. 1, 2, 3. Exhort. 4. All right, so that's 3 commands. He is then going to tell this guy what's he going to do? Well, we did that. Where do we want him to move? Here. He's moving here. So it was 1 to move him, 2 to try to rally, 3 to exhort, 4. Look for cover. 1, 2, 3. Didn't find cover. So this guy has spent them all. Second platoon is green, so he gets 3. And the second platoon, this guy's going to drop. Second platoon is going to tell him to pick it up. That's 1. And then he's going to tell him to move here. 2. And then he's going to tell him to look for cover. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he is exposed and has cover. He has spent all 3 of his. And then the first sergeant is a veteran, so he has 5. Oops. This is all the same phase. So we can't tell these guys to tell that guy to this guy to look for cover. I'll tell you what I think the first sergeant's going to do. He's moving here. That's 1. He's going to reconstitute, attempt to reconstitute a squad. So that is reconstitute. Let's see. Attempt to reconstitute a squad. So I've got a drawing 3 cards. I get a rally attempt. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, basically. Well, I don't need to bring them. We basically just rallied 1, 3. Now 1, 3 is all green when we brought them back. So that was 1 to move, 2 to rally, then he is going to reconstitute a platoon HQ out of any good order unit from that platoon. So he basically is going to take a step from, well, he's going to, take a step. Well, we'll just flip it over and reconstitute the 3rd platoon. So that is his 3rd. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So he has reconstituted the 3rd platoon here. So 1 to move, 2 to reconstitute, 3, and then number 4. Well, one of those guys actually had that. So those were 3. He used 3. Yeah. I think I'm going to stop right there. So he's got 2 left. General initiative. 1 whole general initiative. Well, I really want this guy to find cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Plus that was dumb. I wanted him. Ah. And it would have worked. Oh my God, not only would it have worked. I did the wrong thing. I didn't want to find cover. Well, I wanted him. I moved him there specifically to lay that down, and I would have had here and here. Oh. Dumb. All right. Do they have an HQ event? They do. Number 9. I bet there's a counterattack. Ugh, there's a counterattack. Ugh. PCA markers on on U.S. occupied cards adjacent to cards with unrevealed. So it's about all of them. I mean, it's all of them. Ah, mother. Oh, mother. Well, we got an A there. That just went from bad to worse so fast. I can't put them everywhere. I don't have enough counters. Oh, maybe I do. Do we have any? Yeah, there's A's. We do have enough, unfortunately. Holy. Oh, my God, I got a potential contact here. I didn't ever. I got to. Did I really not ever do that? That's just bad. But I'm going to assume I didn't, and now it's got to be an A. Oh, my God. Well, by the way, this is revealed now because I'm here. I'm assuming, okay, that was already an A. Because I was going to say, I think he has to be an A now. Oh, this just went to hell. And they're using the offensive. Counterattack starts. Three turns, including this turn. Through turn 8. Oh my God. Well, I mean, listen. This is probably what happened in the real world to Alpha Company. Ugh. Top row. No U.S. occupied cards. Wow. That's brutal, man. So we're going to be using the counterattack A on all those. Holy mackerel. All right. Well, now I got to figure out these guys. Activity check. Activity check. Activity check. And activity check. You know what? Just when you're feeling comfortable in this game. So number 3, which is going to be it's going to be right over here, up here. So this guy is pinned, not undercover. Pinned, not undercover. 1 through 5, a 4. Pinned, not undercover, an attempt to rally. 1, 2, 3. He rallied. Meaning this is now automatic fire again. All right, so he's done. And let's use his ammo. All right. 3 to go. This guy is actually opening fire. He should have opened fire last turn when that guy moved. So I should have had a crossfire here. And we'll use an ammo. So he saved an ammo by the fact that I didn't do that. All right, 2 to go. Second one. So down here. He is pinned, not undercover. That's 1. Pinned, not undercover. 5. No action. So he just does nothing. And then the last one is going to be here. This is a grenade. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, the pinned ones are fine. This guy, I don't think I figured out. We are now doing an offensive assault. So let's actually look here. This guy he might infiltrate forward. That's what I needed to do with this. So he is an enemy offensive. So he's not on the same card. The other 2 were pins, so those were okay. All other situations, an assault, a 1 through 4. That's a 3. Infiltrate, so he's going to try to infiltrate here. So that's going to be a 1, 2, 3. He did not successfully infiltrate. So he's on this card. He's going under the building. He's exposed, but it doesn't mean he's spotted. He's not spotted. But these guys are firing on the whole card, including their own units. And the reason I know he's not spotted just because he's exposed is, you'll notice here, exposed gives you a benefit in spotting. So, and the reason that mattered is this guy is now, he's the A or G with a valid target, which he's going to automatically try to do a grenade. So he's going to do another grenade. He's obviously going to do it here. So 1, 2, 3. He failed. So we got a grenade miss here. But he shouldn't have even... Well, he would have done a grenade miss anyway, but... Oh, jeez. Totally blew that. Wow, this turn went to hell. All right. That's the end of them. Or actually, it's the beginning of them. No capture. Now retreat. This guy is under fire and has a casualty. He is going to drop back with the casualty. And he's exposed. And by the way, we are heavily engaged again thanks to this guy moving. So that was much appreciated. That could help us a little bit. So that was the retreat. No AT. Fire mission update, none. Don't even get me started. Potential contacts. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 A's. Which one? Number 6. So that's 8. That's 7. So that makes this 6. So let's look at, well, first of all, heavily engaged. 1, 2, 3. So we do have contact here. Of course we do. What was it? That's actually maybe not the worst. Counterattack A, 1 through 10, 3. Package 11, maneuver. Okay. Squad, marked exposed and out in cover. Where's he going to be? Don't want to reshuffle when I get contacts. 5. rear. So he is going to be, we need to see if this is a hill. It's not. So he's on this card exposed. Now what does that mean? He does not, if you look at this maneuver, he does not open a PDF. Nope, doesn't place a PDF. He's not firing yet. So max line of sight. Couldn't see through here. So no hill behind it. These guys will open fire on this card because they can see him. He is spotted. So we have automatic fire there. All right, that's one. What did we have? 8 total. Number 7, so the last one. So that's going to be here. 1, 2, 3, nothing. 6 to go. Number 6, so right here. 1, 2, 3. That's a good one to have that happen on. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. That makes sense. Number 2. So 1, 2. 1, I wouldn't mind one here. I didn't get it. All right, 4 left. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Oof. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm happy about that. That card, I definitely, I need to make sure I don't have too much. Yeah, 10 friendly steps. I'm okay. We've got 1, 2, 3 to go. Third one. 1. Okay, so we do have contact here. What is it? Number 10. 13. A base of fire. Whew. A machine gun team and an RPG team. So we got a machine gun with 6 ammo. 5 now. In basic cover. And then we've got an RPG team. In basic cover. They're on the same card because it's not a slash. And so they are spotted. So where are they? 8. That is a 3 right side. So this guy, well, they might be there. That's actually not terrible. But yeah, that's where they can't be there. These guys are actually going to be here. Let me toggle that. They're going to be on this card. So I want to toggle. I want to lock that. They are not here. They're right side. They actually end up on this card. So this guy, and they can do that because of tunnels, meaning I'm firing at them with automatic and they're firing at me with automatic, but they are firing at this guy, not this group of people. So that's actually good. More heavily engaged. So we only have 1 left. Over here. So 1, 2, so we got contact again. Number 7. 12, a probe. So this is a squad infiltration attempt. All right. Certainly could have been worse. So where is it going to be? 1 through 8, 2, right front. Yeah, so he's going to be here. This guy can't see up to there, so he's going to try to infiltrate here. So he's drawing 3 cards. 1, so he did succeed. So he is on this card. Now, he can't fire. Well, actually, they don't fire. Squad infiltration attempt, they do not place. But this guy will fire. So listen, that was a bummer to get that counterattack, but that could have certainly been a lot worse. Now, I'm at some risk. This guy's going to open fire. He's clearly going to start firing on that card. But we may just push a unit onto that card now. So we're back to this card is not secured. This card is secured. That card's not secured. We really didn't lose tons that we had secured. All right. Wow. Pinned recovery. I can't imagine there's any. But I'm wrong. Nope. They're firing at each other. Nope. I think they're all... That all makes sense. So here we go. So here. Oops, this can go. Did I do this one? That's how this got placed. Don't remember now. I feel like I'm missing one. I'm going to have to draw for that because it's not off. 1, 2, 3. So it says I got one. Ay, ay, ay. 3. That's a maneuver. Where? 4. Right rear. All right, well, that will be on this card. Now he is exposed, and he is not firing. So we're starting out with me firing on him. It's a pretty pitiful counterattack, all the... But it's a bummer. All right. God, I think I must have missed that. That's all I can think of. Either that or I just cost myself another by not paying attention. You guys probably know. Put it in the comments. All right. So let's run through this. We got no pinned recovery, so this guy is +2 -1, so he is a +1. +1 is pinned. All right. There is no longer crossfire because this guy... Oh, yeah. No, I take that back. Yeah, there's no crossfire here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, well, he's unspotted, so we're still firing here. But this guy... No, this guy's firing here. But there's no crossfire that gets created when you're on this card. Crossfire has to come from other cards. I'm almost positive I remember that from Board Game Geek. All right, here, +3 basically. A miss. All right. This is +2, +4, -3. Because he is getting fired on by his own units. So it's basically a +1. And it's a miss. That's a real bummer. My guys are +4, -1. So that is going to be a +3, +3. Pinned and pinned. Huh. I don't know if that's the worst. Just to be honest with you. Because it gives me an extra. Now, +2, -3, so -1. He's hit. Paralyzed. Lost my artillery. Bummer. That's a real bummer. All right. And grenade misses. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. So here, he's not firing at us. He's basically a -1. So he's pinned. Well, I'd like to have done more. All right. In the card, +1, +2, -1. So it's -1 and then -1. So the first -1 they have pinned. The second one is pinned. Both of these guys are pinned. And mine is a +1, wipes out. So it is a -2. A miss. Wow. That's pretty fortunate. Right here, +2, +3, +5. Pinned. Wow. Stays pinned. Right here, +1, -1, so he's a -2. He was hit. That is a fire team and a casualty. So first thing we'll do is pull the fire team. Oops. Pinned. Then we have to pull a casualty, which is pinned. All right. That was pretty good. And I think the last one, and these guys are going to open fire. Let's, he's a fire team pinned. This has 3 steps. This has 2 steps. That has 1 step. So he's going to actually open fire up here. Oops. Oh, no. He's not going to open fire here because he's got his own unit on that card. He's going to open fire here. Because he's not going to fire on his own troops, which is basically going to cause this to be a crossfire. Now, it's not a crossfire for right now. It's not a crossfire yet, but it will be. And likewise, this guy is going to be opening fire here. And one thing I need to do, he's got 6 ammo. He also has an RPG. And I gotta go to this other guy who was here because he has got 6 ammo and an RPG. One RPG though. And then this guy has got 6 ammo and an RPG. I forgot to give them those when these probes came out. Six ammo and an RPG. All right. All right. So we got to do this guy. +2. He's +5. Miss. All right. So he's no longer pinned, which means this becomes small arms fire and crossfire. Quite a turn. So let's look here real quickly at 1W3 needed to use ammo and 2W1 needed to use ammo. 1W3 and 2W1. 1W3 and 2W1 used ammo. All right. Wow, wow, wow. Third platoon came back green, by the way. And we can get all of his stuff. So we're back to having our full list other than the XO. We've used our ammo. We are simply on, let's see, actually this guy fired 2, didn't he? Yep, 1W1 fired. He's down to 1 ammo. All righty. That was quite a turn. So we're going to clean it up. We're on to turn 7. Only 7 cards cleared. Oh, nope. This guy was cleared. It's actually currently secured. So that's 8. I mean, the reality is, if we can get that card and that card, we got that card. We got the units on the cards. We just got to get rid of their units. So with that, we are going to call it. Listen, thanks for watching. I'm having fun. I really appreciate you. Hope you enjoy what you're watching. Leave comments, like and subscribe, and join me for when we turn 7. Continue to try this challenging mission. Catch you on the next video.